Now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you did. I came in saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about Kelly, dude, what the line is doing. And we it's about the period is all 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. It the wrong way. Why they take it the wrong way?
And now you have to ask yourself, how did 50 come into the possession of Diddy's footage for Diddy's documentary about Diddy?
A lot of insight. And this documentary is about people being able to tell their truth or tell their version of the story.
For years, Katt Williams was dismissed as someone who talked too much and said too little of substance. That perception shifted after his January 2024 Club Shay Shay interview, when his words began aligning with real-world events. He wasn't joking anymore. He was calling out power structures, enforced silence, and an industry built on protection. Soon after, 50 Cent released the documentary Sean Combs, The Reckoning, which exposed long-rumored patterns while carefully avoiding certain powerful names. That's when Katt's old comments resurfaced, especially his warning about 7 untouchable figures. As Diddy's legal troubles intensified, viewers began connecting the dots, realizing Katt may have been pointing toward a much larger truth all along.
Comedy Jam 25. It's good to see so many funny people together in one room, all wondering the same thing. Is Katt Williams going to show up?
The message was simple. Diddy wasn't operating alone, and he was shielded by layers of protection from people too powerful to challenge openly. Katt never released a list or named all 7 figures outright, but his hints were enough to ignite non-stop online speculation. As usual, the internet rushed to fill in the blanks on its own. And one of the first names repeatedly pulled into those conversations was Snoop Dogg, a clear example of how quickly theories spread when powerful names remain unspoken. Fans were quick to point out that Snoop himself had openly talked for years about being around Diddy's parties, with old interviews, jokes, and clips resurfacing to show just how closely their circles overlapped. As rumors and recycled stories began circulating online, none proven, entirely speculative, people started asking why his name never appeared in the documentary at all. The theory was straightforward. Mentioning Snoop could have triggered massive backlash, not only from fans, but from powerful industry ties. More than just a rapper, Snoop is a global brand and cultural icon, leading many to believe his level of influence made him effectively untouchable.
Check out this audio from Suge Knight. It's from his podcast with Dave Mays, and he's speaking on, Tupac and Snoop being cool, and how, after Tupac got killed, Snoop started hanging out with Diddy. And, he also speaks on how, Snoop, he did the Steve Harvey show with Diddy after Tupac got killed. Check this out.
Okay. It's downloading right now.
Then you look at the scenario how everybody used Pac to make their stuff famous or make their project better. You got people who use their songs for Pac and tell them how much they love Pac, but they do songs for Puffy. You got Steve Harvey, old bit that, this motherfucker tell him, well, fuck Pac, according to everybody else. He brings Snoop and Puffy on there and say, these are dudes who's running this in the East Coast, West Coast.
What's up, Snoop?
What's up, huh? Hey, whoa. Wait a minute, fellas here. Hold up. I know all about this East Coast, West Coast rivalry thing here, but we in Chicago now. This rivalry stuff, we gotta stop it, man. We stop that, we stop a lot of this violence.
Yo, Steve, check this, man. All that East Coast, West Coast stuff is a bunch of media hype. It's been my dog from day one, you know what I'm saying? It's all good between me and him. That's my peoples.
For real, that's what we came in for. We came in and light it up and ride it up. We made music.
Now, Pac If you love Pac so much, how you with the mother place they got something to do with the first get down that happened to Pac in New York, then the second one.
What you think about Suge comments? And I never asked you this before, but did you have an issue with Snoop hanging out with Diddy after Tupac got killed?
I always felt that was wrong. I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm talking about from that, like now, okay, you know what I mean? I'm 46, Snoop probably early 50s. If he figured out now, he might go by the opinion like, okay, Puffy had nothing to do with Pac. You know, we grown now. If he want to be his friend, no problem. But back then, that was just awkward. You know what I mean? And the reason why it was awkward to me that I never even like it because you knew how Pac felt about this individual.
Kevin Hart's name surprised many when it began surfacing in online discussions, particularly as rumors shifted toward his early career and reported connections to events known as Flavor Camp. These gatherings were linked to Diddy and often presented as industry opportunities for emerging talent, later sparking speculation and debate about how closely certain careers may have been intertwined behind the scenes.
What's going on with Kevin Hart?
I don't know, man. You know, the internet is going wild on him, saying that he was a curator and a narrator of one of the Diddy parties and got caught on tape. You hear that?
Wow. I didn't hear that one.
That must be one of your favorite. That must be one of your favorite comedians, then. Cause you ain't hear that?
That was cool.
Huh?
I didn't hear it.
Get out of here.
It was cool, but I didn't hear that one. Must have missed it, man. I think I caught most of them.
I think he almost fell in the tub with one of the girls. Diddy had some girls in the tub, a tub of baby oil or something like that, and he almost fell in the tub. It was crazy.
You know, he would be one of the celebrities that I definitely wouldn't think would be involved in anything illegal. For sure.
But you gotta realize this, man. People who get caught up in certain those things like that, those parties and things like that, is that they don't go there looking for that stuff. You gotta understand, they get caught up in the moment with the alcohol, the drugs, and then certain bottles that are laced with certain things that take you away from your normal self. And you end up probably doing something that you probably never do again in your life. You never get caught up in those things ever before. There are a lot of celebrities that go to these parties like this. And they not only Diddy parties. I went to a party before and You Can't Handle the Truth and King Kong Ain't Got Nothing on Me was at one of those parties. I was bodyguarding one of the girls. So what I'm saying is that it's rampant, and this was years ago. This was over 20 years ago. It's rampant in the music industry. It's rampant in Hollywood, film, pictures, and anything.
Can I tell you a story, Killer? I don't think I ever told you this story. This is what Puff taught me. One time I walked in when I was fresh off the streets. I got signed to Bad Boy. I had these fresh Air Nikes on, and then had on Air Nikes too, brand new. I made a mistake and stepped on his sneaker, and the dirt was on his laces, on his white Airs. I said, man, my bad, because I had stepped in some dirt. You know, the nigga came back, put his feet in the dirt, and stepped all over my sneakers. I said, yo, what are you doing? He said, my bad. I said, yo. The moral of the story is, nobody just want to hear you say